So the project for this assessment is a little bit different than some of the other subjects that we do. You'll have your knowledge assessment if you look on the left-hand side menu here, which is your short answer questions, but then the learner assessment pack is the project. So the project is done differently. It's not split up into different tasks that you submit separately. It's all in one, and you just need to upload all the files in one. So there's nothing you're typing in online. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but if you have a click here, you've got your learner assessment pack in the menu, and then the knowledge questions, and then the learner assessment pack again, which is the actual assessment. But clicking on the menu, which is under chapter 3, it gives you an overview of the assessment. So you'll have your 4 chapters, which are there, and learning resources. So your knowledge assessment short answers is the first assessment, and then you've got your learner assessment pack. Now you'll need to click on here because this has your simulated logins for Bounce Fitness, and when you click on that and use the login details here, it will come up with all the documents that you need and the policies and procedures that you'll need to actually complete the assessments. So click on that, have a look at the templates that you need, make sure you save them somewhere, and then the assessment pack, when you download it, the learner assessment pack from here, it's a great big document with lots of information that has the knowledge assessment, the short answers questions as well, but you can do those online, and that will be another video. But you'll also have the project. Now task 1 starts on page 38 of 63, just so you can skip down to that. And because there is a lot of information on here for each task, I have done a little summary sheet for you so you know what to submit for each one. So the first one is researching. So you'll be accessing the workplace documents for the organisational business objectives is the first thing you need to do, and identify at least 2 business objectives to be achieved. So that will be from that document. Research information relevant to fulfilling each identified objective. So this is where you're going to look at the information that you need. You're going to do some research. So resources required for the operational plan. So you'll be looking at an organisational document and 1 external source. So that's where you can do a bit of Googling and find some information that will help you on there. Key performance indicators on productivity and profit, monitoring process, contingency plans, and consulting with the different stakeholders. So specialist resource manager, you're going to identify the information collected or discuss the identified information collected from the research and identify 2 feedbacks from the information discussed and recommendations for improving. So you'll use the meeting minutes, which is provided in that template, the login for Bounce Fitness, and you'll need to use the research log. So that's task 1, and then it tells you what you'll be assessed on and evidence that needs to be submitted. Now what I've done is actually broken it down a bit into, I've done a project summary sheet, which tells you what each task is and what needs to be submitted for each task. So use this along with the assessment pack that you've downloaded to help guide you as you go through. It's a great little checklist too. So task 1, as we've just looked at, is your researching your organisational plan and the information needed. Task 2 will be developing the plan. Task 3 is implementing the plan. Task 4 will be monitoring the plan, and task 5 is developing a variation on the plan after, monitoring and stuff. So what do I need to submit? For task 1, we have our research log and our meeting minutes. So if you get overwhelmed with the information and not sure exactly what you need to do, from the assessment pack, have a look at this and go, okay, research log and meeting minutes. So I'm going to go and download them, look at what information's in there, and you'll see the headings in the templates you need to fill out will actually match what's in that document. So that can be a little bit easier. Task 2, you'll be doing the strategies checklist and the operational plan. So those documents, again, you'll download and complete. And the implementation requirements documents. So 3 documents for task 2. Task 3 is the monitoring sheet document, an updated operational plan, and a video recording of a meeting. You'll be pleased to know there is 1 video recording for this assessment. So you'll save that file and upload that with your other documents. Task 4 is the monitoring sheet and an updated operational plan. And task 5 will be the variation plan and the meeting minutes document. So how do we keep track of it and label it all? So once you've downloaded them all, when you've completed them and you're saving them, to make it easier for yourself and your trainer who will be assessing it, label each one by each task, because you don't upload separately the documents for each task. You're uploading the whole project as one. So all of the documents that you're saving from task 1 through to task 5 are uploaded at the same time. So use this as a checklist as well when you're uploading, and label them. So the task 1 will be task 1 meeting minutes, task 1 research log. That way it's clear to you and clear to your trainer what documents are for which task. Task 2, you will label as task 2 strategies checklist, task 2 operational plan, task 2 implementation requirements. That's just the easiest way for you to know and to be able to check off what you've done. So you can look at all your documents from task 1 and go, yep, there's a research log, I've got that uploaded, meeting minutes uploaded. Task 2, oh look, I've only got 2 documents, which one am I missing? It just makes it easier for you and your trainer to make sure it's all there and know what's what. So use this as your guide for each task. It does have at the end of each one what needs to be submitted as well. And then if we go down to task 2, which is your operational plan, it looks at the steps you need to take. So these are the documents that you need to review. So this isn't a whole pile of stuff you need to do and submit. These are what you need to review to be able to do this assessment. Now, you don't necessarily need to go and look at them all and then complete the document. You can access them as you go through the document to as it's required, but it gives you a list there that you can go and look at. And you'll be identifying at least one existing strategy for each of the following areas from these documents. So a strategy for recruiting employees, a strategy for inducting employees, one for employee training and development, and so on for all of these. So have a look at those documents, and then you'll be using the template for identifying existing strategies, or the strategies checklist. So that's the document that you'll need to submit from the Bounce Fitness website. To pop all those strategies in, you'll find the correct section in the template, and then you're going to develop your plan by looking at the different resource requirements and performance plans. So if we continue down, there seems to be a lot of information, but it's not as full on as you think when you're looking at that. So just remember the documents that you need to submit are just what's on this summary sheet. here. And the other information, it just tells you what you need to access and what you need to do in those templates.